Hello and welcome to What the Hey. Thank you very much for joining me to check out a video that someone suggested I react to, and that person was Luigi Fan 1985, so hello to you and thank you once again for the request. And the actual content that we are checking out today is titled Trainsformers Remastered Widescreen, which was premiered on April 19th of 2019. The video duration is 2 minutes and 58 seconds, and the video description provides some history behind the animator's remastering of the original series that was removed from YouTube back in 2009, and then they also include some links to like other social media accounts connected to the YouTube channel. So if you want to see out like what other things the channel is doing, you can go to like their Instagram and stuff. Huzzah. And the actual content was uploaded and created by James Farr, I think is how you say that. So if you want to check out more of their content, I'll have the channel tagged in the description, and I'll also have the video I'm watching linked in the description. So if you want to check out either of those sources, you can. Also in the description, if there's anything in this content that I feel like someone would potentially want to be warned about or whatever, just in case, I will watch the video and then, you know, mention that in the description if there is something, and if there's nothing, I'll mention that as well. So if you want to read that, you can, but you don't have to, obviously. And then last but not least, in the comment section, I'll pin a comment with the like different segments and timestamps of this video. So if there's something specific you want to watch, like, or just hear my words after or whatever, you can go there, click the thing, and get to what you want to watch. But I believe that is all of the information, so let's actually check out the video itself. Well, it's fun, like an old 8-bit thing. Oh my gosh, is that supposed to be like the logo for the train?
After a long hard day at Sodor Cybernetics, Thomas and
Cybernetics
Becky were finally on their way home.
Nice.
Like my funnel. We sure had fun today, didn't we, Vector?
Is this the original voice acting? What is an actual baby?
You
Hello.
said it.
Then there was trouble.
Oh
Come in,
no.
Vector, come in. The island of Sodor needs your help. Spencer,
Troubletron?
the steam engine, has gone berserk. He's transformed himself into a giant robot fighting machine called Megatrain.
Megatrain.
Please hurry.
That's
He's
horrible,
causing
you can't say
confusion
that.
and delay throughout the city, not to mention massive copyright infringement issues.
So true. No.
Help us, Vector and Thomas. You're our only hope.
What did he call something Thomas? I can't catch that. I love how the logo's on the back. That's very fancy. Hello.
Buckle up, Vector. This looks like a job for Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Who is the voice acting for the little kid? That's gotta be like their son or something. I like the different colors. That was fun. It was like blue, red, and yellow. Goodness, baby. That's a really cute art style, by the way. Goodness. Those are... Wait, who's the character supposed to really be,
Give it
though?
up, Megatrain. We're all bust
Megatrain.
your buffers.
That sounds very violent. Spencer.
Oh snap.
So graphic for a small child.
I think somebody's having too much fun. You best recognize, sucker. I'm number one.
Sucker? He didn't even say sucker. Oh my goodness. Are those like water cannons? Does Thomas even have those? R.I.P. Such an epic fight. He's got like a cool ribcage design. That's interesting.
This is really gonna aggravate a number of legal departments.
Yeah,
Sure.
probably. I mean,
Who's talking?
once again,
Oh.
the day was saved by Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. That's great.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
And Vector, too.
Who is Vector? Bye. Maybe I can see who the kid was. Featuring Claire. Oh, so maybe it's all family. That's good. For Vector. Oh, that's like his son. That's...
That's awesome.
That's actually so cute. Oh my goodness. Something Thomas. I didn't catch what that was. Trainsformers. That is so cute. I love that. I think I remember catching in the description of the video, the creator was like, I had never thought of combining two of my favorite franchises or whatever together with like Thomas and Friends and then Transformers. And honestly, with the name puns, is actually a pretty cool idea in general, even though I'm not a super big fan of either thing, it is cool. I know there is always this like debate within the Thomas and Friends community, what is inside of the trains or whatever, like what are the trains made of? And if they came up with this argument that they turn into, you know, Transformers or Trainsformers, I kind of stick with that. I think that's pretty cool, because some people are like, oh yeah, they're like mutant train monsters, but if they turned into other things like that, that would kind of make sense, so I do like that. The whole story for the video was super simple and very enjoyable. Like, you could definitely be a kid or an adult watching that and enjoy it, especially as an adult, because probably a lot of older people are more familiar with Transformers, even though I think they came out with a new movie that was really good and kids liked it. But anyways, I feel like really anyone could watch that and enjoy it, even if they're not very familiar with either thing, so that's cool. I mean, the animation does definitely lean on the more like kid-friendly side of things with the designs and stuff of the characters. That type of animation actually reminds me of like, I guess, a more recent Thomas show that was done that a lot of people didn't like, where it kind of looked like Teen Titans Go. I guess not necessarily, that's what's coming to mind, but I'll put a picture of the show I'm thinking of. But that's kind of what that animation reminds me of, so that's kind of funny because they're very similar. They're not exact, but you know, very colorful and very kid-friendly, so that's cool. Which, even though the concept and mashup of that video is silly, I definitely do think James put a lot of effort into combining, you know, different features from each franchise. Like in the beginning, they had that whole sequence from Thomas and Friends where Thomas is going on the tracks in the background and stuff, and there's the wheel thing. The music in there was really good, kind of had the Thomas and Friends feel to it or whatever with the soundtrack. They also paid attention and kind of had phrases where it's like cinders and ashes and like buffers and stuff, so I thought that was funny. It was much less leaning on the Transformers side, but you know, the whole thing with them turning into Trainsformers or whatever was very good. Which, unfortunately, I'm not very familiar with James Farr's work. I think the channel was made back in like 2007, but I think this is the only thing I've seen from them, which is unfortunate because it's really good. And I also love the fact that apparently, I guess the video or whatever is pretty much dedicated for their kid, which kind of makes sense why it's like kid-friendly or whatever. But the fact that they let them do the voice acting and stuff for the characters, like, that is so fun, and that was so cute. Like, that's a genuine child saying those lines. That is so cute. Which I don't know, like I said, if the voice acting was from the original recordings back in 2009, but still so cool. Which, with this request, it initially mentioned watching 1 through 5, which I do believe there are like 4 other videos I can watch, but I'll probably do that in the future, because I wanted to have my first initial, you know, just seeing this and figuring it out, which I'm very glad I did. But that's essentially the reaction, and once again, if you want to check out either of the sources, the video or the channel, I'll have that stuff linked and tagged in the description, so it'll be there for you. But thank you very much for watching. Bye.